Okay. There we go. Let's do some ADC coaching. A little bit closer to home for me than the jungles I've been doing most of the time. For some reason it's showing me cleaner's abilities. That's interesting. There we go. Aegis, you've gone first. I think I had relic choice written down. No, it wasn't for you, it was for somebody else. For you I had weaknesses from what I watched the other day was unnecessary using abilities in early laning phase and auto cancelling on your junglers. And I actually had your strength down as building because I thought that of all the games I watched your building was good. So maybe you know what you're doing. In fairness, Rama, who's the jungler, Wukong, yep, I'd say not a bad place, Aegis. The longer I've played Smite, the less I've leaned towards Aegis as a relic. I think the more experience you get, the more benefits you see of good route. Grab him, grab him! Actually, you won't have the grab yet. Aggressive engage. I'm going to point something out now that was pointed out to me by my fellow caster. Oh wow, this is aggressive. This is aggressive. You've engaged here to try and keep that jungler alive. It's like a child falling over. Let them make the mistake. But it benefited. Good engage. Good kill. Bad from your jungler though. Bad from your jungler. What was I talking about? Yeah, that harpy that you've gone for there, was pointed out to me by Judas. You actually get so little from taking it. It's honestly almost not worth it. It's something like 14 XP and 5 gold. It's tiny. It's like a minion, just a single minion, and it should almost be like a last resort if you've taken everything else that's of use. But yeah, you've done a good job of preserving mana, not getting caught by that Horus knockup, which so many people do. Khepri gone for the grab. Have you identified the grab is coming? Yes, you have. Putting out the damage. Nice, 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 nice. Ooh, we might get a double here. Nice. Good start. Now, take advantage. You've cleared the lane. You have cleared the lane. What are you going to do now? Khepri's got the right idea. Check the purple. Have you got a ward? Careful. Enemy jungler might sniff an opportunity here. Are you going to let Khepri get it? That's the thing. No. No. Not letting your Khepri get the purple. I'll let you off if you let him get your purple. Go on. Impress me. Gone for the grab. Got the beads. That is a good beads to get there. Careful. No ward vision. No ward vision at all. And guess who's coming? Hungry Ao Kwong. Yeah, your support is pinging that jungle to let you know that there's someone there. Okay. Still, I haven't forgotten about the purple buff, don't worry. When the opportunity comes up, are you going to let your support get it? There is an advantage to doing that. And I'll tell you why. Not gonna let him get it. So, purple buff, not only you also back him when there's a wave here. Purple buff not only gives attack speed to you, but it also reduces the enemy protections by 10 and it stacks with other purple buffs. So when you've got an opportunity to claim your buff and their buff in the early stages of the game, it's actually advantageous to
Double kill.
to you take one and the support takes one, because then what it means is in lane the enemy is having their protections reduced by 20, and at the early stages of a match 20 protections is enormous. You'd almost be doing true damage with your abilities. So yeah, that is why it's not a bad idea to let your support pick up the purple buff if you've got both available. Obviously if there's only one available, unless it's Sylvanas, you should always be taking it, but if there's two, here's your chance to rectify it. Let Kepri pick it up. Nope. Yeah, so that's a marginal gain. That is a tiny little thing, but it is the correct play, because it's not the attack speed that you're giving Kepri, it's the protection shred. Got the root. Good backdash. Okay, so this Rama now is going to sit safely under his tower, just because there's two people in lane, so you need to pressure elsewhere. Don't clear the wave. Another thing I noticed when you guys were first couple of days that I played with you guys is wave manipulation is something that needs to, I'll explain a little bit for you. So for the people watching now, when Rama's in a situation now where he's stuck underneath his tower because he's out pressured, he can't step out because he's behind. So where the minions meet in the middle of the map, that is where you're clearing the wave. But what you should do is let your minions fight their minions and just last hit his minions. And then what happens is not only are you slowing down, not only are you denying him wave because he's too far away to get the XP from the minions of yours that die, what you're doing is you're changing something called the line of engagement. Now you see, I'm going to move my mouse cursor now. The line of engagement by default is here, the middle of the lane. But if you slow down the clear and allow more minions to come, what you can do is you can shift it. You can shift the line of engagement to where you want it to be. Now if you've got someone stuck underneath their tower, which is what Rama's going to do here, you need him to draw out, because if he's not getting XP from minions, he's falling behind. So you want to shift the line of engagement to closer to you, to this section here, and you do that by manipulating the wave and not clearing it quickly and straight away. Now obviously the disadvantage of it is you are slowing down your own game a little bit, but if it allows you to get a couple of kills onto the Rama, then it's definitely worth it in the long run. It's difficult to do with Izanami though, because obviously she hits the entire wave with her basic, so you would yourself have to step to the side. But yeah, if you'd frozen the wave, that's another thing it's called, by the way, is you probably have denied him about a wave right now. But yeah, by just, I mean, look, there's times when I do it myself, you just clear the wave as quickly as possible, but you should only be clearing it as quickly as possible if you know what you're going to do afterwards. So by the time every single wave hits your tower, you should think, what am I doing when this wave is done? Now if you've got a camp and a scorpion and a harpy, then you can go, yeah, I'm going to clear this wave as quickly as possible and then go and get the camps while he's still clearing the wave. But if there's nothing to take, slow that wave down. Slow the wave down and slow down his clear, slow down his XP, slow down his gold. Good poke here, your jungler's here as well, so this is going to be a good night for Rama. Yeah, it is. So he's dead. You've now got prime position to do something, but in fairness you don't have any life steal and there's no ward vision, so you don't know where the jungler is. Not a bad decision to back. Oh no, the Welshman died. Judas. Okay, so freeze the wave. Perfect time to freeze the wave, because he has to come out of his tower then. All you do is let your minions fight his. See what he's got now, is see where the line of engagement has moved to. It's in front of his tower. He should also be freezing the wave, and what he should be doing is slowing down your minions by hitting them, last hitting them. And then what it does is it moves the line of engagement in his favour towards his tower. So when he is sitting under his tower, he's not too far away from the minion fight to get the XP and gold. Again, small, tiny little differences, but they do make the difference. Because at the moment, if you see how you've had lane pressure for pretty much most of the game, but because you're just instantly clearing the wave, and then he's instantly clearing the wave, you're both level on XP and gold. But really, you should be ahead here. What's he building? He's got Ichabod as well. Yep. I'd say this is, yeah, so you clear your Scorpion on the left there. You need to get as much as possible here. Wards are out. So you should be fairly aware of the Ao Kuang who is lurking. Have your team made the call? There's a fight at Gulf Fury because there's a big one. Pick your target. Don't waste ultimate on Horus, definitely not. God, Olorun's ult is so good, it's just a shame the rest of his kit is awful. His ultimate is in theory, it's one of the best team fighting ults in the game, isn't it? It completely slows everything down for the enemy in such a huge area. It's just a shame that there's just nothing else in his kit.
There's nowhere to run.
Yeah, this is a farm fest in ADC here. This is the kind of game that high level players hate. Clear your wave, run away, clear your wave, run away. Kepri's actually starting a fight there. You got to make a call here. Are you going over or are you leaving him to his fate? Don't burst everything onto the Horus, use it onto the Rama. Good. Good, he's up in the air. Tick damage from the Rising Dawn, is it called, I think? Okay, now he's dead. Okay, he's dead. Take everything in this lane. Get your support, go and take Draugr. Take Draugr! Definitely take tower. Take tower. Definitely. He's not alive again for another 5 seconds, so you've got at least 12 seconds before you've got anyone coming over to you. Probably could have took that wave as well, to be honest. Your clear's so quick. 7 seconds. Time it now. Time how long it takes you to walk back to lane. Starting as soon as you leave fountain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 20. It's 20 seconds from fountain to tier 1 tower. So when you see the enemy ADC has just spawned, you've still got 20 seconds of clear time. He was still dead when you started your recall there. So you definitely could have taken the next wave. And it sounds like I'm being hypercritical here with these comments, but it's only because the rest of your game is actually fine. Your general play, your build's fine. Your relic, your team fighting, your target prioritization, it's fine. These are just tiny marginal gains, so don't feel like I'm being hypercritical. These are just the tiny differences that if you implement them all will start to make a big difference. So yeah, you've got him on the back foot here. But you don't have a level disadvantage. He's up in the air, he's blown his beans with this ultimate here. You can have one waiting for him when he comes back down. Is your ultimate off cooldown? Yes it is, there it is, it connects as well. Oh, he's in trouble. You got him here, surely. Nice, good job. That's it. Now, Draugr, take it. Wave, take it. Your support's here. Use him to tank. Tell him. Don't ask him, tell him. Are you collapsing onto the team fight? Okay, fair enough. It's a call. You're taking oracles. Or just always have conviction in your decisions. If you feel that the right thing to do is go into this team fight, then commit to it. Just go for it. You've got to back your own calls. It's not what I'd have done, but it's an option. And if you're going to go for it, absolutely go for it. Okay. If you're back in here, it better be to build a full item. Yep, fine. Good. Also, another reason why you go for Draugr there is it gives you a bit of defense, Draugr, onto your tower, so it allows you to then rotate with a bit of safety, knowing that your tower is a lot less likely to be split push and taken while you're out of your lane. Wave, always wave before harpies as well. Harpies are like a bonus, like an olive on the side of a dish. Whereas minions are a nice big juicy steak. Careful, do you have ward vision here? You do now. Double ward vision, good. And straight away, look at that, your ward's picked up an Ao Kuang. Straight away. Well, that's why we ward, because he's wasted his time now. He's come over here, he's seen that you've backed, and he's had to back away. So he's wasted 10-15 seconds, and you might think, what's that? That is a lot in the jungle, believe me. Because now your jungler, if your ward has picked up the Ao Kuang, then your jungler might have seen it and think, okay, I am going to gank one of the lanes because I know where Ao Kuang is. That's good damage. How's your basic? Got the Aegis out of him. Oh, he shit the bed here. He's up in the air. Have you got your ultimate on cooldown? Yes, you have. Have it waiting for him. Unlucky. That is unlucky. Did everything right apart from land the abilities and basics, and I will never ever criticise anyone for missing because we all miss. But the team fight was alright. It's one of those knife edge team fights where it just comes down to who lands the most. What's this Ao Kuang doing? Picking the wrong target is what this Ao Kuang's doing. Going for the Guan Yu for. There's a cleaner right there. Okay, you're back in the game. What are you going for next? Double crit. Okay, go for the crit build. Nothing wrong with that. Crit is legit. Okay, now is key decision time, and I think a lot of you guys, when you first asked about this coaching, was decision making was one of the things that you highlighted you wanted to work on, and it's moments like now when decision making comes into play. What is the right call for you right now? Okay, manipulating the wave. That's more of an early game thing, but it can have its effects late game. Right now, it's getting to the stage where you start to group up because team fights are starting to happen. So now is the time when you do actually just clear the wave instantly. So let's see what's going on. You've got a jungler, you've got a support closing in, and Rama has just killed himself. Olaron is going to ult here to get him out. That's 2 ults down. Got it. Round the back and hit hard. Got the Aegis, that's good. Punish him for that. It's unlucky. You got the mage though. Mage is a good kill. Where is your support? Did your support die? Oh god, I didn't realise. I was wondering where the Kepri ult was. I didn't realise he fell. Okay. Still got a lead. Not a great one, actually. They've clawed that back there. Big kill lead, not big gold lead. Shows you it's not all about kills. Definitely not. Okay, Goatboye, show me what you got. What's your decision making process here? Where's the threat? Give you a clue. It's on the left and it's shaped like a fire giant. Okay, big team fight happening over on left. Yep. Okay, now, if you're not going for the team fight, you have to commit to farming. It's one or the other. As I said, have conviction in your decision making. If you know there's a massive team fight happening in mid and you're not going to it straight away, then you better be taking absolutely everything in your lane. Absolutely everything. Because your team need justification for why they didn't have a hunter in this fight. So they want to be looking up and see you've taken a phoenix. Okay, the Ao Kuang is potentially in danger if you catch him here. Careful about arriving to this late though, this fight has gone on a while now. And ultimates may be coming back off cooldown. You want to wait for the fight to start. Yeah, you want to wait for the fight to start and then you arrive like like Gandalf in the second Lord of the Rings film. Arrive precisely when you need to and the enemy's distracted. Okay, now see what I mentioned before about having conviction in your decision making. If you'd have committed to hard farming, I'm not saying you'd have taken a tower, but you'd have certainly gained pressure, and then the enemy would have to consider going over there and sorting it out. If you'd have committed straight to the team fight, you might have picked up a kill, you might be dead, but it's about deciding what you're going to do early and just going, do you know what, this is the call. It's when you sort of do start one and then go, oh actually I've made the wrong decision, I need to go and do this. That's when things get a bit messy and you fall behind. And you started the farm and then I think you perhaps recognised that the team fight was the call and then switched over. But yeah, just have conviction. Just have conviction. You can make not wrong calls because that's the incorrect phrasing, but you can make non-optimal calls work if you commit to them. This is a difficult one to get out of. Good invisibility. That is excellent juking. Well played. Don't give it away now though. The cleaner's here. He's up in the air. The Ao Kuang is here. Where's your cleaner going? Oh, look at that. That's a just short on that ultimate. Got the Aegis out. Ao Kuang's going to give you a nightmare here though. Oh, not with that damage. Goodbye, Ao Kuang. Oh, you've got him. You've got him. Good play. Very good play. Good jukes to keep yourself alive from both of them. Really clever to go invisible and then come back in. Really, really well played. Good damage as well onto the Ao Kuang to back him off. Now, what's the call for the team? What's the call for the team? You've got a numerical advantage. You've got big hitters over here. You've got your jungler. What are you going to go for? It's got to be an objective. Get some gold in the bank for the team. You've still got the numerical advantage. Just remember, they're missing a hunter. They're missing their biggest source of damage in this fight, so you've already got an advantage. So what are you doing? Commit to a team fight or farm an objective? Your team's made that decision for you. Now it's up to you to follow up on it. Okay, don't worry about the warrior. Not your concern. You want to get that mage down in the back. There's a couple of hits into that mage, and it's good night. Ao Kuang, can you burst him? Yes, good. Down, down, down. There's the grab. Get the triple. Dangerous this. Oh, he's come alive at the right time, hasn't he? That wasn't bad though. Wasn't bad at all. Only criticism was the start of the fight. Was Sun Wukong was sort of diving. You don't have any pen really. 15 pen, 10% pen with Wind Demon, so you're not really going to do a great amount of deal to Sun Wukong. And what you had in that last team fight was really good engage from your Guan Yu. And when Guan Yu is in people's faces, slapping them about, what it does is it distracts them. And that's when you sort of slide in behind and fire out that damage. So you did get the double kill, and then I think you got a triple, didn't you? So the team fight did go well, but just at the start was perhaps the wrong target. But no, still fairly good. Not too much to criticise there. Okay, let's get back onto you. What have you gone here? Gone Deathbringer, so you are going to be hitting hard. Okay, now this is something I see a lot from Hunters players, and I think there needs to be a conversation in the community about it. So you've gone crit and attack speed, so you're going to hit hard, but you're going to hit squishies hard. You're not necessarily, if at all, going to be doing a great amount of damage to the enemy tanks. Now that's fine if that's the build you want to go, but it means that you have to be focusing the squishies in fights, because Wukong, if he gets a spectral armor, or Horus, if he gets a spectral armor, he's going to laugh your damage away, because there's little penetration in it. So if you target them squishy, if you go into every fight and you kill Oleron or Rama or Ao Kuang or two of those, then no one's going to moan that you're not doing damage to the tanks. But yeah, see, look at this Wukong, he's actually out damaging you. He's going to jump on you here as well. Yeah, you've gone for a burst damage hunter build here, where in just a couple of basics you're going to destroy an Oleron. But if that's the case, he has to be your target. And look at that, he's cleaned you out from the back.
Keep his feet rolling.
Is that kin size you're building into their executioner? Okay, now you'll do a little bit of damage to the tanks. Now you will.
Shut down.
Do you know what? Your front line's actually doing a really good job here. This Guan Yu is doing a very good job. And what that means is he's occupying the enemies that you need to be focusing. So you almost have to follow up from him. When you see him go in and he starts that Talu's assault, he starts the slow when he gets off his charge. That's when you strike like a coiled viper and knock out the key targets. If you can kill next fight, target Oleron only. Just get Oleron dead. And then, like a house of cards, I think it'll start to fall. Target prioritization is so important on hunters. There's a couple of hunter builds that you can go. One where you shred tanks, one where you're bursting down squishies, one which is sort of a bit in the middle. Generic damage, all kinds. Burst damage from abilities. This is a squishy shredder. This. And it will shred squishies. It absolutely will. You can kill someone with a couple of basics here. Yeah, be careful of. See, look at Oleron there. He can't deal with it. Dead. Now back off and let your team follow up. Now you've done the hard work. Now they've got nothing. They've got no burst damage from their mage. They've got a Rama who's shitting himself up in the air again. That's it. That is it. Teamfight is yours. Fire Giant is absolutely yours. Ao Kwong has to overcommit massively if he wants to contest this. Sun Wukong has to overcommit massively. Don't worry about that. Get that Fire Giant sorted. Don't turn your back to the enemy, though. Almost doing it from the wrong side there. Okay, that's it. Fire Giant is yours. Now, you've still got numerical advantage. Push, push, push. Take left lane. Don't get caught alone, though. Stay with that Capri.
Keep this beat rolling.
You've got enemy team starting to come back alive now. And a few people have backed, so be wary.
No slowing down.
Okay. Frontline is here. You've actually got two of the best frontline gods here in Guan Yu and Capri. One who can engage, one who can peel. The absolute dream, this. Take that tower. Destroy that tower. Take that Phoenix. I don't know what your cleaner's doing. I have no idea what your cleaner is doing. Getting blue buff over there. You just need to be pushing. Phoenix is here. I mean, only Furies are acceptable. Objective to take. Gives you a bit of global pressure. Okay, now you group up and you push. Let me check the gold in hand here, because if people are backing unnecessarily. Okay, yeah, a lot of gold in hand. Buy your items up. Now you group up and you push. And do you know which lane you push? Someone in the chat tell me, what lane do you push now? The answer is very obvious. And you're making the right call. Good. Go. Go, go, go. You push one of the side lanes because it drags the enemy over to it and it lets your Oni waves put pressure on. Oni waves were furthest up, and don't worry about harpies. I always see people do this in times like this. Wasting a few seconds to get 11 XP or whatever it is. Just go. Just take the tower. Tower gives you 100 and some XP. 300 gold or whatever it is. Do not want to waste time getting a harpy there. Just 3 seconds, and 3 seconds can be massive in a fight. Absolutely enormous. Okay, go under tower. Do the damage. Remember, target Oleron. Take out the Oleron. Don't worry about the 2 tanks. Let your front line deal with them. Where's the Oleron? Used your escape to engage right into an Oleron ult. Okay, now wait for your tank to go and follow him. Guan Yu's gone. Go. He's gone in. You've got this. You've got this. Take Phoenix. Take Phoenix and end. That's it. You should have it now. The Oni waves will take rid of that Phoenix on right. Don't worry about that. No! The Oni waves. No! They will take it. Ah, okay. Now you end. Now you go. Just focus Titan. Do not let your front line worry about the incoming damage. Yep, take that. That was good. That was good. Strong. Good. Right opposite of Fire Giant, so next Fire Giant is harder for enemy to defend. Well, because Fire Giant and Gold Fury were both down, what you do is you take the side which the minions are the least pushed up on. So, when they took the Fire Giant there, and they took the Oni waves are pushing up both sides. Now, right lane, they had a lot, the minions were high up, so the Oni wave is going to get there uncontested. But left lane, the wave was quite far behind, so they can push up with the Oni waves. And what it does is it drags the enemy across, and it allows your Oni waves on the right side to go and take the Phoenix, which it almost did. But no, that was good, Goatboye. You played very well. There's a couple of things, small changes to the early laning phase that, as I say, I've give you a little bit of tips on there. But in general, your play is actually very, very good. I am surprised that you have asked for coaching in a way, because I do think that there's a lot of strength in your game already. But maybe it is just the small things that you were after to make the difference. And I certainly think you are not too far away, I'll be honest with you.